Evening all, how we doing? Cut that one a bit closer than I intended to. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? There we go. Right. I've walked across a bit here. I don't know, it's all a bit strange. How are we all getting on? You alright, Noel? How we doing, Chad? You alright, Clem? Ooh. I picked that mod up actually, Clem, but I've not played it yet, so can't really help you, but definitely looking forward to trying it eventually. Trying to get myself into gear and play some more Skyrim anyway. How we doing, Matt? Back at work again. Fun times. Ooh. Bit of Deus Ex today. Do something a bit different. OBS is having issues. Hopefully it doesn't continue. Turns now. For some reason it disconnected for a minute now. Hopefully it won't continue to do so. Quite peeved if it did. It's been a bit of a pain in the neck the last week or so. Not even that long really. Just over the weekend up to now, so hopefully it's not going to freak out on me. That would be extremely inconvenient. I don't know what's going on. It's all a bit strange right now. Thinking there now. Oh. So I need to tweak things, which reminds me, yeah, good. Thought the camera might fall on again. It seems to be in the right place, more or less. Right. How do I do this? Got to plan ahead and set Deus Ex in OBS, so that. Anyway. This. Yep, good, we have life. Cool. So finally got myself sorted. Maybe we're going to actually play some games. But it's Tuesday going anyway. My day making unplanned video, but a video out around about now anyway, so quite glad to had something to do. But I don't know, making videos on kind of community backlashes and negativity and stuff, or talking about it and problems with 76 gets kind of depressing at times, but it's all good. I played a little bit of the original game, both when it first came out actually and since, and quite enjoyed it, but my god does it look dated now. It's like 2000 or so, so age really shows. I better get running as well. Never played Invisible War, but I didn't hear amazing things about it. That may just be because compared to the first one, and that was fairly revolutionary at its time. And you played Mankind Divided. I've played this one before, Human Revolution, but I've never actually played Mankind Divided yet. I've got it, so it's ready to go, but apart from the installing bit anyway. But haven't played it yet. Heard mixed feedback on that as well. But mind you, I think Human Revolution got some mixed feedback as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it actually. But anywho, here we rock and roll with this thing. Do you know I got my settings in game sorted, so that should be one less issue. I just feel a bit weird. I removed one of my 2 footstools today because the thing was freaking out on me. My fix kind of expired, so started crushing around and doing my back in, so things had to be changed. Right then. Me pressing the wrong button, which is not very helpful or clever. Okay. Have a game on here. Okay, maybe I do. So we'll go straight down the middle as per usual. Turns out to be horribly easy, which I doubt. It'll be change. Evening, Stella, you alright? Hope everybody's watched my trailer, by the way.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And
Far
the
away through the
clinics?
video. It'll still be there.
Most of it. They will do as we say.
I still think we should wait for the referendum.
We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month.
But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif willed it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
And in
Suss up and
Washington
everything.
tonight,
Brilliant.
crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol. Most are demanding that Congress severely restrict efforts to alter the human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers
claim.
are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Vegas.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Calming start to the game.
Something wrong?
No, not for me, it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
What did you do?
Megan,
Got a very
we're leaving
strange
for
face.
DC and Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go,
Grey
Megan?
Garden.
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you partway.
To get into the first-person view via the back of his head. Let's tweak the volume a little bit here. It's a everything, or rather, I kind of do want to tweak everything, just not. Go there. Better give that a go. Quite so thunderously loud now. Ray gun's one place I never actually got around to building, you know?
David's waiting, Adam. we shouldn't keep him.
Be around, see if there's anything to see.
Patient X.
That's nothing, Adam. Just some of the research. Look, we really have to go.
Male, 32, O negative. DNA analysis of sample taken shows unusually high presence of mutagenic chemicals in primary strands. Those don't appear to be harmful, however. In fact, X appears to be healthier and more resilient to infection than most subjects of similar age and ethnic background, though admittedly based on personal observation only. Access to X's medical files and history not possible at this time. More interesting to note, however, is these chemicals do when introduced to the P-dot cluster. In less than 24 hours, artificial materials within the cluster have been completely encapsulated in thick, semi-permeable coating of the subject's own neural tissue. In effect, the invaders are being disguised as part of the subject's nervous system. Tests have yet to be concluded, but it is my belief that P-dot clusters built with this unique DNA signature will be undetectable to the human immune system. The bond between them, what is the nervous system and what is the external device will be blurred to such an extent that no glial tissue build-up will occur. Neuropazine will no longer be needed. So, people who have augmentations, their body starts rejecting them, much like with organs sometimes. Except for patient X, who's the first person who doesn't seem to reject them on any level. That's referring to.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know about this place, about Sarif.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Megan,
Hold on.
we're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Yeah,
Okay.
they haven't changed his
The increased
voice,
neuropeptides
as far as I'm
coming
aware.
from the P-dot cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right, I'll double check that.
I
Face
can't
look
believe
very
you were
low
asking
res.
about David. You've been here long enough to know.
Feeling the
Eric,
director's cut version
you
that we're
wouldn't be
playing,
avoiding me, would you?
certain things got enhanced more than others.
I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading that
Visitors
confirms your
must be
theory.
accompanied
I'll ask
at all
David to
times.
consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
You overthink
Priorities.
everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to
military.
go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it!
Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
Whoever could be.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made
Oh, it
progress
isn't.
on the Typhoon.
Yes, thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design.
Notice he's an army
using
general. General
shaped
O'Neill is a
microcharges to propel the
Air
steel
Force general.
balls.
And the backblast problem?
Slightly more sarcastic
Solved through
individual than
kinetic
that.
bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Foster. Exactly look convenient for attaching to the body, though.
How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the Typhoon.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point.
Given the conversation we were having
contracts
yesterday,
gave us
quite
a foot.
possibly they would.
But neural augmentations that make you think faster react quicker. They can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah.
They charge for augmentations.
Yes,
Do you get a refund
Is
if
it
your body
good?
rejects them, and do they take them out?
bad.
No, you just spend the rest of your life taking drug treatments
everyone, Dr.
to
Reed.
suppress the rejection.
Yeah, you're right.
And no, you're definitely not overthinking it. That's the point about the neuropathy that they were talking about. It's the drug that you take to suppress the body's rejection of the augmentation. Well, that everybody
go?
has to take
Diane's
in
office.
a few months.
I forgot to leave her a key so she
Except
can
for
walk
patient
through.
X.
He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I
I like
fixed
her
the
outfit.
yard. Like you always said you were going to.
God,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Never got around to that. Sorry.
Texture's really nice and stuff.
Me too. About a lot of things. Adam, there's something I...
Good evening.
Pritchard.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
Pilchard.
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
You fixed that firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did. You want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised.
How we doing, Nick? You alright?
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena. It transmits data to our dedicated satellites every 10 feet.
I don't care what it takes. I want you
Change your mind, you don't want to now.
by my side.
That's the point of this discovery that they're going to Washington to talk about.
Senators love this.
They found a way to
Hearings will go much smoother.
make it so that people, as a result of Patient X, don't reject augmentations at all.
In place?
Yes, sir. Capitol Police will escort us to the Hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible.
Like
all
his
those
own.
purists out there accusing us of tampering with the natural order, when all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you Darrow ever did.
Environmental malfunction. Laboratory subsection
That looks bad.
6. All lab
Yeah, not
chiefs,
doing too bad,
please
thanks, Nick.
report in.
We better not take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find. Athena, get someone to shut off the damn racket.
Yes, sir.
My legs, please. Go. So, roll time. That's not what I clicked.
Hurry up, Adam.
Yes, I know. I clicked that. I just didn't like it much.
Pritchard, where's Megan? She report in yet?
Like early touchscreen technology.
Moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Given current technology.
Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jensen. Hurry!
Pritchard? Pritchard!
Happens to have an assault rifle under his jacket. Okay.
Before you can do anything,
Yeah, I more or less know how to get around. That's my first video game. Hopefully they didn't skip them all though. I'm sure there are things I've forgotten. That looks like bad news. So, Terminator's here then?
some objects in the environment can be picked up and moved. Use them to create paths to inaccessible areas, or as portable cover during a firefight. You can also throw them at the enemy if need be.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that worked out too well for him. Threw it at the enemy and promptly got himself shot. Good work on whichever Dev was playing when that was filmed. Funny thing is, in the first game, the augmentations your character has are really subtle, hard to detect ones, really advanced, because of the technology of the era. And whereas the technology, like it is displayed in this game, big overt, like replacement limbs and stuff, Ooh, didn't know I could do that. It's supposed to look like it's sort of outdated, but because of the graphics of the era, the technology in this game looks, despite the fact it's set before the original game, it's prequel, looks way better than the technology in the original. Tough concept to get out, apparently. Combat.
When the lead starts to fly, it's wise to take cover. This will protect you from bullets and explosives. To shoot, peek out from behind your cover spot, either to the side or from above. Then take aim and fire. Whenever possible, use cover when moving around. Line of sight is important, and by keeping behind cover, you'll stand a better chance that enemies won't get a bead on you.
That doesn't indicate I'm about to get shot at. Nothing does. Detroit skyline. Supposedly. Ow, what? That's the button, okay. Can't remember what buttons are set here. So... Well, I got one of them. That went better. Could take his gun, but there's not much point. They're not caterers. No, I don't think so. I'm sure they do have a canteen, but I don't imagine it's in the labs. Ooh. So they're basically killing anybody they see then. Hello there, boys. Stop. Gun in the air, fire wildly, works just fine. Saw something glowing there, but apparently not. Stuck on the table a little bit. It does feel a little bit heavy. Doesn't move quite as far in response to the controls as you should do, you know? It's a bit strange. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Beer. That did not work. So, we got company, huh? Quite a bit of company. Oh, we'll get him. I was going to make a comment about how precise this assault rifle is. Quite what I didn't mind, but compared to most assault rifles in most video games anyway. But yeah, not bad. We'll see if it stays that way. I don't imagine it will, but what's going on here? Video games? No. Presumably not. Pretty sure this is explosive as well. I thought there was something in here that was explosive. Maybe I don't remember rightly. Oh well. Bring on, I'm sure we'll find somebody else to shoot in a moment. Ooh. rough day at the office. Who knows if they actually use coins anymore? Oh well, now it's in the barrel. It's luminous green. This cyber arm is as strong as it looks. She's probably not much of a face left.
CT probe shows the boy
Yeah.
caused severe hematoma. We need to repair that artery.
My God, how thick was the glass?
Look at the music in this game, it's really cool.
Come on, Adam. Stay with us.
Good title sequence as well.
Yeah, he's no good to like this.
Prepare for insertion of
Yep.
ERCC-1 craft.
Steady. He doesn't need that. Where's that cyber arm prosthesis?
Oh, great. Short an arm and then after dealing it, you're like, we lost his arm.
I'm sorry.
We're seconds away.
His body can take it.
Although the boss is not so concerned about damage done to him and the fact he's been crippled. More the fact that, oh, he's not particularly useful as an employee when he's crippled. Great employer.
Think you got him, Doc.
Give him the info link. Fine. Give me the telecom package.
There's a few things they changed for the director's cut, like tweaked some of the way the boss fights work and things like that. I can't remember everything they changed off the top of my head, but there's quite a few bits to improve on the original version of the game. So they made Inspector Gadget, yeah, pretty much. Except this guy's slightly more scary. I'm surprised there's no Inspector Gadget video game out there. Maybe there is. Badass.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Yeah,
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to put you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation.
6
Break
months
it out
after
of
he's been
Milwaukee Junction
beaten to
factory.
death. Turned
Meet
into a
me at the
cyborg.
helipad.
Like,
I
come
have
back
to
to
see
work,
Pritchard
we've got
first.
problems.
Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
That's something Voltic or Umbrella would do. Yeah, pretty much. Watching that sequence through again just reminds me of some of the things I had to do when I was editing that trailer together. Just little shots that, if I've done it right, you wouldn't notice things that I did in, I thought I'd changed, but like little patches of colour and things like I had to tweak and lighting and things like that just to make it work in the context I was using it in, and just make sure that the colour scheme stayed consistent right the way through the trailer and stuff like that. Like things that come back to me a couple of months later now when I watch that back. So, 6 months later, the place got seriously smashed up and it's still not fully back together again. See, is There's directed commentary as well, bloody hell. I wanted to see if I could increase the size of bits of the hard elements, but I'm not massively surprised that I can't. Hello there.
My God. Mr. Jensen, I didn't think you'd... Wow. I guess you hear about the break-in. Did you need directions or something?
It hasn't been that long, Cindy. I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that well, things have been switched around a lot ever since the... Well,
Ever since the first attack?
Yes, sir. The lab floors were pretty much demolished. We're rebuilding them, but most of our researchers are working off-site now. Everyone else has been shuffled around, so if you need help finding someone...
Where's Pritchard?
Where's the tech lab?
It's not really a lab, sir. It's more of an office with a lot of computer equipment shoved in it. Mr. Pritchard complains about it all the time. Go up the stairs behind me and take a right. You'll find it near the end of the hall.
You said everyone's been moved around?
Almost everyone. Who were you looking for?
I need to get to Sarif's office.
Oh, he and Mrs. Margulis are still in the penthouse. You can use the elevator at the left wing of the building to get there.
Has my office been moved?
No, sir. You still have that great view of the lobby. Mr. Pritchard wanted it, but Mrs. Margulis put a stop to that. Up 2 floors and make a right.
Thanks.
That's what I'm here for. Anything else, sir?
My favorite lines are for the beginning.
I don't suppose we moved the helipad, did we?
I don't see how we could have moved it.
Yeah, it's kind of permanently attached to the building.
Very funny, Mr. Jensen. Go up the stairs to the 2nd floor, then around the cafeteria to the exit. I think I saw Farida heading there earlier.
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir.
Really? Was he always this gruff? Was. So we need to find Pritchard, and we might as well have a shufty around.
Jensen? Isn't it a bit early to toss him back into the trenches?
I hear he's almost fully recovered.
His body accepted augmentations with remarkable ease, but that doesn't mean his mind did. We all know what happened when he was with SWAT.
The Mexican town massacre wasn't his fault.
Then why was he kicked off the force?
Yes?
I'm just saying he's too much of a risk.
Sounds like extremist, but I don't know. No one does.
So he had a little sneak insight into Jensen's backstory. He used to be a SWAT cop, and I can hack that. And basically got drummed out the force because he was involved in an operation that went very, very bad. Ooh. Okay, I can't hack that. I thought I could for a minute. Be something telling me about the level of it. Yeah, there is. Top right. Behind my noggin. Kind of is a little bit. Just about to see that now. Level 2. And I only have level 1 right now. Later to David's office. And another level 2. Another one. There's Tech Lab. Cameras.
I'll keep you up to date.
Why is David keeping the SWAT team from going in right away? Doesn't he remember the last attack?
You can't compare the two. Those guys were obviously military. These ones are just vandals.
Vandals with guns and bullets that kill people.
Look, David cares about his people, but he needs to protect his client's interests. Don't worry. I'm sure he's got a plan.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of more on her side. No, can't get in there either. See what's upstairs, apart from my office. She is over there, so we'll go this way around and see if we can get there first.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been tough on everyone these past
Nope, ain't getting in there.
Especially the new temporary lab. People keep complaining to me.
Oh. I don't know if something's changed or not, but I'm sure you used to be able to get into these offices. Oh, I'm getting here apparently. Doesn't look to be working very hard. E-book. Lots of steel, iron shadows. Okay, that's just a random novel she apparently has on her desk. Steps are a bit weird in there. So, I think this was my office. Yes. Be able to get into more rooms than this, but maybe I misremember. Alright, Matt. Have a look at the security systems. Turrets, apparently, or any robots, and there are no connected doors. Go here, Pocket Secretary. New login, Frank Pritchard. Jensen, don't know if you're coming. Didn't know if you were coming back, so I deleted your entire network account. Oh, thanks. I only received the order to set you up a new one a few minutes ago, so if you don't like the password I picked, live with it. Login, hey Jensen, password is Mandrake. Should also work on your home computer. Hmm. You type it.
Please report to the Central Testing Center. James Osterberg to the Central Testing Center.
That's kind of cool, actually, in a way. So many games you don't actually use the keyboard in front of you. Excuse me. So, from Athena.
Frank tells me he's still waiting for you, Adam. You don't have time to mess around. Get to the tech lab, or something seriously bad is gonna happen.
Frank can royally kiss my ass. And security concern. Welcome back, Adam. First of all, it's really good to have you back. Things haven't been the same since the attack, and we're hoping your return will restore some sense of equilibrium. That and David missed you. I think the top priority right now is going to be with him, but if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to check into. Someone's been stealing neuropazine. I first noticed it about 3 months ago. Then we seem to be reordering cases from VersaLife more often than usual, rather. I had Frank run through the lab security tapes, and that's when you realised somebody had tampered with them. Usually on nights, Will Rossellini is in charge. Frank wanted to search Will's office immediately, and even gave me the access code, 3716. But I told him to wait. Last thing we need is falsely accusing people. When you get into the office, will you speak to him? He's in office 23. So, Global, good morning everyone. I know most of you are still reeling from what happened several months ago. Devastating lost so many good people, so many of our friends and colleagues, something that I personally find impossible to grasp. I know we'll never be able to replace them, but I swear to you this, we will rebuild, we will pick up the shattered pieces of our lives and their work and continue to move forward. Together we'll be stronger than the bastards who did this to us all, and will not let them succeed. Right now I'm in constant communication with the authorities who are investigating the attack. As soon as I hear anything conclusive, I'll let you know. In the meantime, Frank and the rest of the security team will be working tirelessly to ensure that this company and all of you remain safe and secure. Any questions or simply feel the need to talk, don't hesitate to come and see me. And every season grief counselling. Okay. Oh. Apparently there's a guy on what floor? At Office 23. Yeah, Office 23, 3716. You may or may not be involved in... Oh, yes, OBS is at it again. Yeah. You might have been involved in stealing neuropazine. Tech lab. The other way then? Time? Yeah, Will Rossellini. 716. Take his cash? Somebody's cash anyway. And we'll take this guy's cash as well. Been up to neuropazine test. Don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing anyone, but so security chief. You're not the security chief, I am. It's responsibility to stay on top of things. What exactly are you accusing me, Frank? Yes, I've taken quantities of neuropazine out of the lab as part of my research, but I've also logged each and every drop used and placed all unused supplies back in the freezer before leaving. And I was not the only one working late nights. Talk to Brugger, he'll verify it. Just come to my Frank, yeah, charming individual. Come to my attention that neuropathy has been disappearing from the lab, usually on nights when you were working. Care to explain this? Yeah, that's pretty much a direct accusation. Whenever Megan's team were hitching on with that patient X strand is simply amazing. Around the test 3 times just to be sure, and none of the usual rejection markers are present, even after 8 weeks without neuropathy. This is unheard of.
A few more hours. Hopefully by then this will be cleared up.
Listen, I've got to take off, but I've got to see the results for yourself. Come to my office, room 32. If by chance the door is locked, 9642 will get you in. Recruitment efforts. Sarif update. Yeah. 3 decades will be in 2050. Set this year, apparently. Time when we believed that there was once a time when we believed the world would become a monolithic nation state, a kind of United States of Earth, brought together under global aegis of a super governmental body. But now that prediction seems quaint and hackneyed. The reality is we live in an era where sovereign nations and the more formal governments of countries are little more than lines of demarcation on the world's maps. More and more citizens of the world lend their loyalty not to flag but to the only true transnational entities that survive, corporations. That's getting a bit weird. So where were we again? 32. And we'll have the code remind sent back to us when we get there. There's. Side. Ruger's office. Maybe we'll find some more information about the neuroprazine thefts in here. 9642. Bar. Nice. So boost energy, pro energy bar. More cash. Nice. More cash. Study final test results, initial variables, test conditions, biometrics, composite 1 is created using R7 biochip design, which in turn uses a P-dot cluster array developed by Darth Industries. Biometrics composite 2 is created using the X1 biochip design, which uses the cluster array developed by Megan Reed et al., as in the one involving patient X, incorporates mutagenic chemical composition, first revealed in patient X study. Tissue samples from both were tested after 7 days for rejection markers, usually associated with thyroid deficiency syndrome, i.e. the rejection of your augmentations that generally kill you. And within 3 weeks of testing, composite 1 exhibited low levels of cytotoxic M and DDSY enzymes commonly associated with onset rejection syndrome. The quantity of enzymes increased as expected, with 20 cc's of neuroprazine being administered in week 5 to break down glial tissue buildup around the biochip cluster. Composite 2, on the other hand, shows no signs of either enzyme appearing until week 6. At this point, trace levels were detected but disappeared in subsequent weeks, which leads me to hypothesize that the enzymes were actually a byproduct of the formation of newly extruded neural tissue compatible with the original matrix forming around the P-dot cluster. Additional tests must be conducted to confirm this. Okay, that was not nearly as interesting as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, go investigating thefts and then robbing all their cash is probably a bit much. Subtle.
Christ, Adam, while you were strolling around the offices, the situation got worse. Meet me in the chopper, I'll explain.
Whoops. Okay, so the password was what? Eclipse. The late night coffee break. Get some from 2 Ted Brugger from Andrew Van Mussel. Andrew, you got to tell me what the hell was that the other night. First of all, I had no clue you were interested, no idea you were still in the lab. But when I put the extra impulse away, I caught you reaching in the freezer. Well, needless to say, it was a very pleasant surprise. God, Rusty didn't walk in on us. Okay, so it's starting to look more like this Andrea Van Wessel might be behind it. Whoever she is. She's in here. Get a rig along nice and quick before this goes all to hell in a handcart and I have to restart. Yes, this is her office. Yay, nicking more cash. Book the Bell Tower Way. That's a private security firm. Local news. Extremists attacking limb clinics. Congress under pressure to reconvene hearings that were suspended regarding augmentation research after the attack on Sarif. So, I think that could break. Things, Andrea. Got an assignment. Pritchard's got an assignment for you. Come to my attention. Someone has been stealing and representing around here for quite a while. You know that stuff costs a fortune, so I suspect somebody's selling it on the black market. I need you to get the bottom of this and bring it to David before Jensen starts feeding a little night. You detective work. You rigged it in cam to record what's inside the freezer, but it looks strange if I get caught in the place that you on the other end or useful surprises. You up for it? Apparently, helping Pritchard. Go and talk to Pritchard and see if we can. We best go talk to him anyway and pick this up in a bit, because otherwise it's all going to go to hell on Hank up. Oh, there isn't he? You can actually see my sprint meter in the top left corner. It's quite small, but it's there.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis.
Darling fella.
Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Yep. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages.
Maybe I shouldn't be hanging around so much. Yeah, let's give him an
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's got to be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
Yeah, let's kick him in the balls again.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
Best get a roll on, seeing as I don't seem to be able to get any further right now anyway. Stuff to find here. Enough. Boom! Whoops. That was a bit further down than I thought it was. Hopefully it'll load it up some way up Pritchard's office. Yeah, it looks like it will. Thought it might. On balance, I think we'll explore this place a little more thoroughly when we come back. Get cracking rather than just pursuing the Exploration a bit too doggedly.
Now this. Damn fanatics. I think the news is right. That a pro-human group is behind it.
Here we go. Epic looking helicopter, kind of.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd
Yeah.
see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you, 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Suggestion I'm not. Let's go with reassure. Less of an arse than Pritchard.
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but
doing
Mr.
the
Sarif
robot
wants you to
thing,
go
isn't
in
it?
first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
Yeah, let's get going. I'm getting
Great.
shouted at enough
Then
already.
let's get airborne.
That seems pretty epic. Got a lot of style. And I want one of those jackets even now, like 9 years later. Nice jacket. Let's find out if it actually did get any worse, because I was dawdling.
Eight people, Adam. 8 good men and women whose only crime was to come to work today. And those so-called pro-human purists slaughtered them.
All of them? You're sure?
If we're lucky, the plant manager might still be alive, Josie Thorpe. They needed her to get into the administration wing. But SWAT isn't holding out much hope for her survival.
Right. Yeah, I guess I did hang around a little bit too much. I don't think I'm going to be able to go back, am I? Give that a go. If this will work.
Adam.
Oh, thank God for
David.
that.
You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you
Yeah,
out of
need to
sick
talk
leave
to
so
her.
soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the 2nd floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Managed to run straight into a cliff in Witcher 3 yesterday with no real reason, just missed the edge coming up and ran right off. Oh, straight off a cliff. Yeah, it sounds like Red Dead Redemption to me. I'd kind of casually go diving off things I really shouldn't on occasion. Yeah. Takes a bit getting used to these things, doesn't it?
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Yeah, nice to
Came
see
straight
you too,
up,
Francis.
Rick.
Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem. Looks like your left and right imaging
Thought that was kind
processors
of
weren't
spoiled
completely
a
in
bit.
sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine
He
now.
deliberately injures me
Its
because he knows I'll
recognition
heal.
software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical
he looks
data
like a
too,
hostile.
if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
Right.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over
I'll
with?
skip
Why
it.
no,
Isn't that
Jensen?
line?
I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were.
Yeah,
and let's
can't
face
skip.
it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
Yeah, and given the large metal arms that Jensen now has, there's probably going to be some unpleasant violence. Particularly unpleasant. Like a walking knuckle duster right now.
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Almost there.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
Yeah, we'll pick up that thing on the way back through, and then I don't have a whole load of dead hostages as a result of my taking my time.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
Yes,
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you... 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
Doesn't sound very PC. I don't know. There's plenty of cities have places like Chinatown and places like that in them, so why not Mexican town?
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
Interesting cockpit this helicopter has. That's not very PC.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only
That's what I
hours
thought.
after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam, I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him there. He's an
Like a pirate
augmented
to me.
Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
Yeah, Mexico town sounds, I don't know, weirdly more odd than Chinatown. Chinese town sounds more odd than Chinatown, but Mexico town sounds more odd than Mexican town. Hello. Now, if it was a city, that would be different. So, do we go lethal or non-lethal? Well, I know what's coming up, so I'm going to go for non-lethal.
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay, but just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance, or up close?
So I can get a stun gun or a tranquilizer rifle. And Yeah, the stun gun's not that good. I'd rather do it from a distance. You can still use the tranquilizer rifle relatively close range anyway. And I know what weapons I'm going to find in a bit, so I'll stick with that as the best option. Having a bit of a zoomed in approach is definitely going to be useful.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
A hell of a advanced looking cockpit. Yeah, probably would a little. Here comes a cyborg. That looks like a dude who's here to really ruin your day, doesn't he? Right. You get Sarif out there. Now we can have a nosy round without anybody being briefly murdered while we have a look about. You better not be about to land on my head. Right, I'll throw stuff, not the most useful thing ever, but... Yo.
You ready to go in? Good. Seen a few of them coming out for a smoke every now and again, so be careful.
That guy's supposed to see anything.
Jesus, finally. What's your boss hiding in that plant that's worth putting your own people's lives at stake, huh?
Yeah, that one's definitely is more of a veto.
At any point during the game, you can access the in-game menu. The inventory holds
A little too basic, I think. Yeah, no thank you. Well, who knows, I might be able to sell it later. More cash. Ah, fellow to chat to.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI Security. Name's Jensen.
Jensen. Yeah. I thought I recognized you. Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
The fancy helicopter. This is pretty cool though, as far as a VTOL type deal goes.
Intel on these purists. How much you got?
How much you want?
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet, but I get the feeling they're not that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, it's the man in charge you have to worry about.
The leader's name is Sanders, right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Sarif told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his Augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
Really?
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best, since we seem to be getting a loop playback off your telecams.
That shouldn't be possible. I told Sarif to make sure Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy, because all we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
Oh.
I think I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. She said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
You look pretty dug in up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically,
holding your guns
how much
rather
time
than
do I have
dicks,
before any
really.
shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
Suddenly you get so macho.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
What a shit ton of money I'll do for you.
Jensen,
Yeah.
it's me, Pritchard. Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt. So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
Options. No fully down the ladder this time. Yeah? No, can't slide down the ladder, which is unfortunate.
Getting too close to any guard is a risk. You're better off staying far away from them. Learn their patrols and time your moves accordingly. If you can avoid it, it's generally better not to engage them. Sure, a lone target may be tempting, but you never know. Backup might be right around the corner. If you have no other choice, try taking out your targets silently by moving up behind them and tapping the takedown button to put them to sleep. Killing them is a more permanent solution, but also involves making more noise. To do it, simply hold the takedown button. Whether you kill or stun, all takedowns burn up energy. If your energy bar is empty, you will not be able to use your augmentations. You can, however, replenish your energy cells through the consumption of nutrients. Regardless...
That's enough.
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign of anyone.
Just break his arm before we knock him out, because that's entirely necessary. Yoink. I believe I can pick his corpse up. Conscious body. Seems to be locally triggered, those tutorials, which is interesting, because I leave the area and it goes away, I come back again, it pops back up again. So we've got a tranquilizer gun, pistol, and some painkillers and some booze. This seems like a very bad combination. Give myself using the pistol very much, but got it if we need it. Darts for a weapon I don't have.
Being stealthy hinges on sight and sound. Crouching down will assure you are making the least amount of noise possible.
Like every game ever.
Line of sight is important, and by keeping behind cover...
Not, however, way across. The open area, I'm going to go up onto the roof, as suggested. Because there's quite a few chaps down there, 3 that I could see. Getting in the front door would be difficult, although I am seeing ammunition that I would like to commandeer, so... try a sneaky one. Or not. Can I go to sleep or not? Yes, eventually. Apparently I'm quite badly hurt though. Only getting shot does that to you. So much for taking the stealthy route, huh? Damn. I've just wasted way too much ammo. Let's do that again. Take very long this time anyway.
Yeah, everything seems under control. No sign of SWAT. No sign
of... Good night. Be a little bit more careful this time. Hopefully won't get spotted by anybody. That guy, and the other guy who is up that way. All that for a set of combat rifle ammo. Gotta turn back around there so I can get away from him. Both of them, rather. Otherwise they will see me. Because they seem like they're graffiti anyway. Didn't see me. That's how it should have gone the first time. Nice. I remember this. Sneaky. Ah, I see. The SWAT's hanging out over there. Drops in on the other side. You'd think they'd have heard us coming. Search the dead body, who has remote detonated explosives and a silent sniper rifle. In the original version of the game, I had this as a version of this anyway. Yeah, that was this one. Longsword, Whisperhead, suppressed sniper rifle. I had a version of this as a free reward, a pre-order bonus, I think it was. Remember, I had a few other bits and pieces as well, but...
Richard, I'm in.
Nicely done, Jensen.
There we go.
May I ask how?
Got the ghost
Event on the
reward.
roof. It'll be in my
XP
report
bonus.
next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
Fragile warning, not a cash in here warning. Pretty handy. Unfortunately, I've got no ammo for it really at the moment. I've got like one shot in it, I think. 5 shots in it, okay. The one problem, it takes a while to pick up ammo for it, and it does take up a ton of inventory, yeah. Can go for a fully pacifist run in this game if you really want, apart from the bosses, although I have a feeling that was one of the things they changed, so that you can take the bosses out without actually killing them, or something to that effect. At least that it doesn't affect your score. And the Motor City Rose again. Xion Medical continues global expansion. Their market share by 7.3% thanks to acquisition of human modification specialist. Whew. Laredo Manufacturing PLC of Chile. Company now owns and operates plants in 15 countries worldwide. Paris' biggest competitors. I don't think I can get anything out of this. Round info.
You ain't making it easy.
Crap? How did he see me?
Over and try me now, bro. Go ahead, stick your head out.
Ah, crap. Evening, Kath, you alright? Sorry, brain's just covered up now. To being a bit more cautious, I think.
Nicely done, Jensen. May I ask how?
A vent on the roof. It'll be in my report next time we discuss security loopholes.
Oh, goody. I'll be sure to take notes. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
Hey. Bullets not closing the doors. Okay. So, we need to be a little bit more careful. Make sure... Locked. Would like to get upstairs on the other side because I think there's a couple of routes you can go from here, but I think this is the easier route. Get there. And I think there's stuff up there I want as well. Oh. Misery loves company, Kath. Yeah, rough day. Vincent's having a rough, well, 6 months to be fair. Beaten half to death by an augmented Black Ops type individual. Mercenary soldier, something along those lines anyway. What's he doing? I can't see. Then he gets someone back into work because of a hostage situation on his very first day back. After he gets beaten to death. Not a good way to go, really. Yeah, I could see on the minimap actually the radar in the bottom corner the direction bad guys are facing. Oops. cat-like reflexes. I've got to be careful here because the other guy's coming back down, which I think I can see on there. Fortunately, the radar is a little bit deceptive sometimes. Goes coming my way. Go further that way, those as well. Kind of orientates with which direction you're facing, so it can be a little deceptive on occasion. Realise it's done that. Don't turn around, quick buddy. Run away! Blind the stuff up here that I wanted. Oh, that must be everything. Yeah, we're on.
Anybody see D-Rag?
Probably smoking a cigarette. Why?
He shouldn't be wandering off like that. Zeke wants us all on full alert.
What for? Popos ain't coming in here. Not while we's holding on.
Oh, shit. You see Zeke with
Thank you very much for the new subscription there, Isaiah. Welcome to the channel.
He's gonna get us out of this.
Not if those popos catch us blazing. So split up.
Sort of lagging with its launch of the music, I see. Look around and get an idea about the layout from events. Helpful. Up down there. Loud helicopter. Yes, sir. Yeah, he did. I have no idea if that's meant to be literal or not, or how literal it's meant to be. Howdy. Mate. Guy's sleepy self tucked in a cupboard where they won't find him. Nice try, Gav. Fortunately, not got it set up that way, so... Read everybody's lockers, see if we got anything good. So far, bullets. More beers. Precious amount of beer for a workplace here. Security chief, I have my concerns about this. Mission. All the ammos. Yeah, they're also not normally big enough here to actually crawl through, which is a fairly fatal error with it. Yeah, that too, Chad. So good. Yo! A whiskey? Oh yeah, you can pick those things up and throw them around if you've got the appropriate strength. Yeah, sounds like it works for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even bullets best come over, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Happening in the bogs, apart from an ebook. Propaganda, apparently.
Who's over there?
Nobody. Get out of it. Goes so well. How do I holster my weapon again? Button for this. Holster weapon, H. Be on to me. Yeah, that stuff can get slippery if you're not careful, Gav. Good. Off the wall. Magnetically attracted to the wall. Hell, man.
Who's over there?
Put this guy asleep. Oh, so it's not really going according to plan right now.
I'm out.
Night. Turns out there was no good reason to come in here at all. I'd be quite peeved. Thinking suspicion, that's exactly how it's going to turn out. Your money. Yep, this is just the other way in. Oh yeah. Look at the turret. Possibly be onto me. Or a body. How we doing, face milk? You alright? Cheers, Face Melt. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's one of those. I get why people get worked up, but a little clear-headedness is generally a good thing. Yeah, I saw that video this morning. This morning? Yeah, I think it was this morning. So as soon as I watched it, it was like, there's a few things I would like to say in response to this, and I had to add to
Jensen,
the
I
assessment.
just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Times. Yeah, I felt like I watched the video and I was like, okay, it's good, but there's a few sort of alternate opinions and other ways of looking at things and things I would like to add to the discussion. Not to say anything bad about the initial video, but yeah, I did feel like I had something to add. And it looks like somebody's got something to say about what I had to add. As to exactly what, I don't know yet. So, hacking tutorial.
When hacking, your goal is to take control of a device's registries, so you can access the security codes within. To do it, you must navigate the network, capturing nodes as you go along. You begin a hack from your point of entry in the system, the I/O port. To capture a node, simply place the cursor over it and hold the interaction button. A wheel will appear, showing you the programs that can be used against it. Traveling from node to node is accomplished using bridges. A bridge can be unidirectional or bidirectional, as shown by its arrows. Each time you capture a node, there is a chance the network will detect your presence. The higher a node's rating, the greater the likelihood that you will be detected. If detected, don't panic. You still have a chance, you just need to hurry. The network will try to trace your entry point and boot you out of the system. If you manage to capture the registries before the network trace reaches your I/O port, you'll be okay.
And you can slow it down as well. Evening, AJ, you right? Remember playing this game when it came out? Yeah, I did as well. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to getting stuck in again. Probably will play Mankind Divided after this. Exactly when, we'll see, but we'll be playing it afterwards at some point. Presumably between now and September anyway. So we need to hack. What's the button for hack? That apparently. So security rating 1, I've got 5 attempts. Our I/O port. Go here. You move this way. Capture it. Get detected.
Access granted.
Also doubt it'll stay that easy. Okay, decontamination. Seeking then taken to 2D, yeah.
Calling me a big... No way, no way! I am not going to prison for this! Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skinner in here who buys it. Shut up,
bomb?
Trevor. You gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with. I'm telling you, man, these hands of lovers deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, dude doesn't want to go to prison, and yet he's already on kidnapping and breaking and entering and various other things as well. Theft, amongst other things. Vandalism. Poor dudes wandering around. Good if I could take them out in a way that won't get me clocked. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Jensen, yeah. Could live with having cybernetic implants if ended up looking like that. If I want to take these guys out, probably do it without doing, but I need to take them down somewhere where they're not going to spot each other falling down, because I won't have very long to take them all down and do it without getting caught. Get him? I did. Bottom. Down. He's going to go down before we can revive him, hopefully. Did not. Fine. Why aren't they dropping? That's what I want to know. Damn. I appear to be encountering difficulties. But not that many problems. I'm going to do it again, see if I take him down without actually having to kill them all, but... like the auto saves right outside the door. Yeah, it's very clean and clinical decor, isn't it? Get the timing right, I should be able to take him down. Too much difficulty.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man! He asked for it. Kept calling me a biggie. No way, no way! I am not going to prison for this! Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skinner in here who buys it. Shut up, J-Ro. Trevor, you gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with. I'm telling you, man, these hands of lovers deserve what's coming to them.
Charming. Right, so I'm just about to see what's going on from here now. Kinda know. Improved a bit now. Yeah, there's some cool environments later on, but... I appear to be encountering difficulties, yeah. A minor setback will be another good one. You're going to have it put on your tombstone. It's kind of like a weird puzzle. There's definitely a way to take these guys down without getting caught out doing it. That guy. There he is. Ah, shit. Quite as subtle as I was hoping for. What? Damn it. I think I missed.
You like that?
Right, one more crack. I guess live with that. I'm writing that one down. Right, this time we're going to take these guys down. If I don't melt first. Which is distinctly possible.
Jesus Christ, you killed him, man. He asked for it. Kept calling me a big... No way, no way. I am not going to prison for this. Hate to tell you this, Trev, but once that bomb goes off, this guy won't be the last skinner in here who buys...
Scratching there.
Trevor, you gotta calm down. Help me find something to cover him up with. I'm telling you, man, these handler lovers deserve what's coming to them.
I might be able to sneak around because there's a door down here I think I want to get in. And there's other places I would like to get to too. The office just over there, where the hostages are. Concern with that idea is the noise, to be honest. I'd turn around and see me. Cool, we're through, I think. For that, door is closed. Good night, sweet prince. That's how you do it. Merciful, broke his entire face. Why is my inventory full? Oh, that's because it's badly organised. Okay, let's get rid of stuff that I really don't need. This. Shotgun cartridges. That's probably something I really don't need if I'm honest, but... enough. There being more. Cyberarm prosthesis related thing. Cybernetic hands. Looking creepy AF. Also kind of like a good desk ornament. Whatever you prefer. Combat rifle ammo there, I didn't see. Another good reason I want to take these guys down, that you can take everything. You can get pretty quiet ones actually, Matt, but they cost a freaking fortune. I was looking into it last summer, because same issue last summer. Said I've got a 30 quid fan on the floor that I've currently got switched off, so it would help to deal with that. That's on that part, anyway. Here we go. Pull it off. This is where I want it to be. Sure they won't hear me climbing that ladder with thunderously loud metallic footsteps. Being up here, it's so tempting just to like bat, bat, bat. Getting them without actually being caught at it is another hard part. Take him down there, but he'll get spotted by this guy. Fortunately, the trank gun is not that quick. I could do it with the sniper rifle, probably quite quick enough to take them all down without anybody noticing, but I don't want to do that unless it's necessary. Sinners, hope you die. Lovely. Purity First logo on the windows. Oh, graffiti on the windows. Yeah. No, not good if you have a fear of heights. Not very efficient aircon if you block off the entrance using a box either, no. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, you come in the doors, bomb goes off. Now, Greg?
Whatever I've done, I apologize.
I don't want to die.
Get us out of here!
Where's the bomb squad?
Hurry!
I'm here. Fine. It's only a level 1 security rating. I can hack this, no problem. Now, it doesn't actually start until you actually try and capture your first node, so I need to get here. So I've got to come in this way, but this is all closed off, so I've got to go around this way. So,
Where's the bomb squad?
here we get it. Stop yelling at me here. And that's detected me. If I can hack it faster than I can be booted out.
Access granted.
Good.
Automated dispersal device deactivated. Countdown terminated. Have a nice day.
Miraculously, they're no longer tied up,
Good
either.
word to Sarif. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen up. I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. The plant's not clear yet.
Not clear,
Standing
but
up
those
with-
terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
I'll just stand in front of the windows, having left the guys downstairs absolutely fine, and just completely obviously be in full view of them.
I'll do my best. But right now, I need you all to stay here and wait for the police. Can you do that?
Yes, of course. But please, hurry.
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? And we only moved it in a few hours ago. Please, I don't think they expected anyone would be working today. And now
Yes,
that
I
they're
do.
backed into a corner, you have to find my wife, please.
Don't think they expected anybody to be working today, yet they brought this. Saying that, they may have just planned to blow the whole place up in general. But yeah, if you walk in their doors, having not disabled the bomb, blow everybody up, yourself included, I'm pretty sure. So. Game, I think. One of the cool additions to this game that was made with the director's cut version rather than the original is you see the two batteries in the top left corner. They indicate the amount of charges of my augmentations I can use, including takedowns. And then the original version, used one, it depleted, and only certain circumstances would restore it. I think you could restore to 1, but only very slowly, so it limited how much you could use your augmentations. But they recharge much quicker in this version, which is quite helpful. How are we doing, Stella? Slow and steady, I think, would be a fair description. I kind of do want to take these guys out, but I'm sure it's really worth it. Yeah. So, out here. Door and on. Down it.
After guards, security systems will be your prime area of concern, as they will trigger alarms that bring about heightened security. Trying to destroy these devices is a bad idea. Try instead to get around them. By timing your moves properly, you should be able to do so relatively easily.
I experienced a few difficulties and encountered a few setbacks.
If
Mostly
an
being
alarm
got
does
detected,
sound,
but
guards will start looking for you. Fortunately, they won't sustain this level of alertness for long. Eventually, they will believe you fled the area, and the alarm level will drop.
and that old school stealth system. So, see alarms and stuff on the radar in the bottom corner. Little kind of key icon, I don't know if you can really see it, directly where the yellow arrow is pointing is a security camera. Sort of see in the corner there. I've got to kind of dodge that, I think. Dodge being detected by it, anyway. See, the radar's kind of helpful, because sometimes the perspective can be a bit challenging. Get my way. Animatronic cat.
Coming in here to dig up shit is one thing, but to take innocent people hostage?
Keep it down, man. No one's taking anyone hostage.
So what?
That's how we do it. I think I may have killed that guy when I didn't mean to. Yeah. Oh well.
Breaking news coming out of Detroit. Police are still not saying much about the situation, but sources tell me that a militant group of pro-human activists have raided a Sarif Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage, and the entire city holds its collective breath.
Look at this pocket secretary then. Weaponry stock. Get word out, Road Grayson's got a new shipment in. If you need anything before or after your heist tonight, weapons, ammo, upgrades, check them out. Abandoned gas station, 2nd Street, downtown. Tell them Molson sent you.
I doubt I need to
Handy. So we now know there's a black market weapons dealer around.
biotechnology firm has been attacked. The first time, 6 months ago, on the eve of
Using was
controversial
palatable
hearings
to
set
read, but
scrutinize
it's...
the company's research. With
Yeah.
those hearings permanently on hold, many are now wondering if something else may be going on.
To be honest, there wasn't a series that I really got on well with.
For tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
The idea there was to shoot this guy, walk up, knock this guy out, and then whilst I'm knocking this guy out, this guy was too busy passing out to do anything about it. Killed him a lot. I'm sure I'll be fine.
That a militant group of pro-human activists
Not by the scratch or something.
Sarif Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage.
No, I can get by because I can see it on the minimap pointing the other way.
Who's over there?
Oh, crap.
Stick your head out. Have some of this. Oh.
Drag him outside of the camera a minute. I guess the idea... yeah. That guy apparently is having a bit of a hard time too. I'm having to hack this, to be honest. Fine. I think their security systems would be a little bit tougher under the circumstances. So I need to get here. I am here. Can't go this way. Go this way, so 1, 2, across, I think. Leave yourself some time by being ready before it does it. Good if it actually obeyed.
Access granted.
Nice. Actually, at a point I don't really remember all that clearly now. A long day. Yeah, I remember you said you were having a long one today. Sleep well, Kev. We have a good one tomorrow. Dropping in?
I don't know about the hacker dude. Seems odd. Yeah, it feels weird leaving there alone. Like, what's he looking for? Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man. Me too.
Ah, I remember where I am. Hopefully we can take these guys out more easily than last bunch. Good. Maybe not then. Okay, enough's enough. Ooh, hello. Can't hide, but I can put a bullet in your head. Seems to be an issue with the leaning out of cover mechanic up there. There we are, so it's supposed to work. Slow bullets. Nice to get points for shooting them in the head. It's not quite what I wanted to do. A few minutes ago, yeah, I might as well do that. A bit more luck with it. controls muddled up there.
What's he looking for? Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man. Me too.
Right. Just coming over here to walk up and down. Just going to bend over here and look, and that guy's going to bend over there and look. Going to do on the right now. Something inconvenient from the look of it. There's somebody else hanging around because I ended up getting shot at by more than just 3 dudes.
Shotgun load. That guy's dead.
What? No way that guy saw me. Third time's the charm. That annoyed me. Ed's looking down. He's not supposed to be able to see me. I remember doing this in the past. He didn't see me then. Had to wait for this door. Go.
I don't know about the hacker dude. Seems odd. Yeah, it feels weird leaving me alone. Like, what's he looking for? Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said.
I hope Zeke knows what he's doing.
Me too, man. Me too.
Hoping I've got this right. I have not. What? I mean I need to reload. Damn, missed that guy. God damn it! It's extremely annoying. I might pick up Mankind Divided and continue playing where you left off. It's proving more difficult than I remember it being. I think I didn't worry too much about it when I went through here to shoot the like a little bit of extra footage for the trailer, but getting back there before the final mission. I remember you saying actually. Hopefully mine will be more lucky. Andy Joyce. By a new approach.
Someone over there.
What? How has he not gone down? I blatantly shot him with a tranquilizer dart and he's still standing up. Game was rented anyway, well it helps anyway I suppose. Takes some of the edge off.
Shotgun load. Get him. Come get me. You fucker.
You better go down. Good. Well, oh, that's a problem. There's still 2 more coming, apparently. Oh, there you go. Good night. Oh, that's the thing I'd forgotten. You hit them in the head, they go down instantly, supposedly. Come on. Definitely hit that guy in the head, and he definitely didn't go down instantly. Oh well, at least they're all down. I'm going to do it again. Quite enough. What's that? SMG. Anyway. So what have I got in here that I don't really need? Gosh, I don't really need that either. I'll hang on to it, just in case. No particular plans to pick up the stun gun. It's not close range weapon. It's not really my cup of tea, but close range, walk up behind him, jab him with it, and stun him kind of a deal is way too much of a risk. I'd rather just knock him out. There's not much point doing it any other way. More in here than this. Oh! Generic upgrade damage. What was the rotate button? Right mouse, okay. Now can I pick it up? Good, I can. So I've got a damage upgrade for something. Pistol? Rifle? Probably won't need one for the sniper rifle anytime soon. Hang on to it till I get a combat rifle there. Then it will be a bit more useful. I've probably missed some of these somewhere. That would annoy me. Oh well. Where I need to go. Storage room here, which is presumably where our friend came from. I'm about to find out that I could have snuck through. On the other side, yes. Anything else in here, is there? Okay, on we jolly well go.
In order to unlock new abilities or augmentations, you must first gain experience in the form of XP points. You will receive these points when completing main objectives, side quests, or through special bonuses, like completing a mission without being detected.
Next time we discuss security loop.
Once you've accumulated enough XP points, you will receive a praxis point. These points are used to unlock upgrades to existing augmentations, and to unlock entirely new augmentations. Praxis kits, which can be found through exploration or purchased in limb clinics, will also give you instant praxis points. To unlock an augmentation or upgrade, simply select it in the augmentation screen, check the cost, and, if you have enough praxis points, activate it.
Next question. Augs would we like to get? Improved radar system. Got number 1 already. And 2, doubles the range to 50 meters. Targets will display as soon as they're in range. Visually acquiring is no longer required. Activation automatic. Hacking analyze add-on. Hacking capture. Upgrade that. Fortify. Stealth. Stealth enhancer. Display stealth related information such as cone and vision. And allows you to mark a distance targets. Listen the range at which your night use travels. Okay, helpful. Social enhancer, analyze people and persuade them. That's quite handy actually. That up. Breather. Button I've already got. Typhoon is always fun. Aim stabilizer. Okay. We punch through walls, increase carrying capacity, which is always helpful. Move and throw heavier objects and eliminate recoil. Leg. Run and walk silently. Same with sprinting. Jump, land silently. That's a activate that manually kind of sucks. Icarus landing system I remember very fondly. Yeah, it's a little different. Like the augmentation stuff's useful then get a reminder about, but the concept of XP is not particularly remarkable. Yeah, press fire button will follow to stun enemies. That's quite cool, yeah. The Icarus one I remember. Thermal armor is more armor. Cloaking system, become invisible for a short period of time. They can still hear you move. High energy consumption manual activation. Reflex booster. Down multiple opponents. Ooh, nice. See through walls. Exactly when enemy combatants drop out of alarm state, it's not bad. Fix vents, concussion grenades, also not bad. I think I'm going to grab the social enhancer first, because now I need 2. I'll still grab that first, but I'll wait. Because being able to get extra dialogue options is always good. I don't know. There is a camera further down here, isn't there? Camera there, and if I remember rightly, a turret just down this corridor. Good luck! Apparently the turret was smart enough to detect that, which makes it kind of pointless to dive across the gap, really. There were things in here that are worth finding. Where? Stop worm software. It's used for hacking. Oh, I don't have a code for that. Can I hack this? Can, nice. So I need to get here from here. But, extra nodes. These have other things that you can, like credits, stuff like that you can pull out if you want by into those as well, which is always good. So let's do that. Hopefully we'll get away with this. Apparently I can run multiple ones at the same time. That's kind of handy. And the higher the rating, obviously, the longer it takes to get something.
Access granted.
Nice, I got extra XP and nuke virus out of that. That's cool. Live and learn. So now I can disable the camera, which is nice. Do when it's facing the wall right in front, I think. Helpful. Can't disable the turret, unfortunately, from here. Time to turn it off. Turret's still on to me. Hey look, there's a monkey behind you. Kinda got away with it. Another hidden air vent. Points for sneaking around apparently as well. Hey, rather. Indeed, welcome back now. For magic and behind the turret, which you can actually destroy if you've got the strength to do it, or pick up and throw, stuff like that. I don't know if it can turn around, but on here, it won't turn around. Here we go. Story time.
Step away from the console. Now!
Thought they didn't like augmentation. Oh dear.
Help me! Son of a bitch.
Oh dear.
Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Sarif, now.
Now that is a lot smaller than it was in the demo 6 months ago.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressured me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
Going a bit crazy, this Sarif. I don't know if I should hang on to this or use it. Could use it to upgrade the pistol, which I probably will want to do. Not that bothered about maintaining the stealth kills, but it's just until I get enough ammo to make this viable, really, that I want that. That's the thing. So I suppose this can probably go. Not all that useful. Oh, that is sniper rifle ammo, even better. Definitely the right call then. That way, apparently. Gotta find Sanders now. Well, exactly. Go and find their leader and find out why he's claiming to be anti-Aug and yet has augmented hacker on his team. Plugging his brain directly into a computer. I was going to say sounds kind of alarming, but, you know. Kind of halfway to being cybernetically augmented already. Wear glasses or wear contact lenses when I'm going out. So SWAT's going in. Seems to be very effective, this SWAT team. Alright, probably means I've got plenty of time. Evening, Ancient, you alright? The beginning of the game? Yeah, a fair bit of excitement. Bet you'll be able to catch up. Been encountering certain difficulties in my sneaking. Oh dear, Matt.
I know, man. I think you really messed up this time.
Motherfucker, how are we gonna get out of this mess?
And they got nothing. Boop. Time that one well, it's alright because he's around the corner and it gives you plenty of time to get up here and get ready to hit. The idea is to bat that guy before he goes around the corner. You don't actually have to, but got away with it. Again, we're just going to come up here and see him, but just in case.
Raided a Sarif Industries plant. Factory workers have been taken hostage, and the entire city holds its collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotechnology firm has been attacked. The first time, 6 months ago, on the eve of controversial hearings set to scrutinize the company's research. With those hearings permanently on hold, many are now wondering if something else may be going on.
Yeah, it didn't quite go off without a hitch, did it? Oh, I think it bullseyed the wall just fine. Got around that corner faster than I thought he was going to. To be fair to him. Here. I remember there's like 3 or 4 guys down here. Guys in the right place. Mates shouldn't notice them drop. It's the theory, anyway.
How am I supposed to know what I'm looking for?
Load faster, please.
I don't even know what any of them.
Woohoo. Down here. At least one more. I remember the first time I did this, it took me bloody ages to get through this section, even longer than it's taking so far. This specific room here, because figuring out how to get those guys down without alerting everybody else was challenging. Oh, I'm in the bathroom. Skeletons in the toilet in this game, though. Passages in there. One other dude left, and it's this guy. Flop. Think you're all good. Got him. That guy was the one that caught me out because you can't get him from the top really. Come down the stairs and get him behind, but it's harder. Pocket secretary I got somewhere, didn't I? So there we are. Weapon restock terminal comp. M Latona, the password is Red Wings. One of the computers on the office floor. Sounds like we've got somebody on the inside then. Okay, let's see if we can find anything interesting on my computer. Not going to hack all of these. There we go. I'm going to turn the password is Red Wings. Sure, I want to know why. Something about overtime hours while they are filling the military contracts. And just a general note about and this one is just sending these out as I hack them. G Thorpe, password is Hydro. Where's G Thorpe's computer? Guy we rescued from being blown up earlier. There it is. Excuse me. Final push on the contract. Final stage of production for Typhoon. Thank you for all your hard work. To successfully meet the deadline, we must make one final push. To do this, we need to increase production, running the plant on 24/7 schedules. We need assembling production staff for the next 2 weekends. If you're interested in working one or both weekend shifts, please sign up at my office. If you choose to work, you'll be compensated accordingly. Seems reasonable. We're going to sign up for the weekend. Notice we're still several people short. The attempt to persuade them. The rats. Ooh, back in town, naked, whole new cart of merchandise. You want to look in, stop by. So that's somebody. That's another black market weapons dealer. Welcome back, dude. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it either. Although it could be worse, I suppose. Finished looking over the rear rig plan. Tim Cobble came up for some round 2. Ambitious, but I think it could work. And we could prove it will cut down line run. If we can prove it will cut down line runtime without compromising safety, David will agree with it. Told him team must need to go ahead, so that makes you. If the review workflow and technical aspects don't need to attend. Vastly interesting, apart from the fact that we now know there's an additional weapons dealer downtown. There's 2 of them. No doubt I would have remembered eventually, but... Oh great, the building's on fire. So.
Don't lie to me! I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
I've definitely missed a practice kit somewhere.
You should have stayed home tonight.
Oh look! Sarif's attack dog! You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an Aug on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Ah! Back off, Hunter! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is here, but I gotta check things out. So me and la vieja, we're leaving.
Yeah, there's no privacy and it's a great deal of independence that way. Plus, you know, you want to go to the bathroom, everybody knows you're going. So let him go, fight him, or try to free Josie.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser! I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady is my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with Augs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron.
Yeah, a little bit.
I blame you. Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
Yeah, it does make you look like a bit of a moron. You're doing better than you think. You said you're vet, so now you got the balls to handle this. Don't need to get out of here. You played for a fool. You led your people into a trap, and now you're on the verge of getting yourself killed unless you let her go. I think taking hostages is your only way out of here. Committed to actually not see any other solution. Let her go. Let's try empathizing with him.
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there, but still.
I got to shoot her in the head.
Exploit my advantage, and as long as I hold on to this lady here, you and the cops will be way too scared to come near me. Face it, you got outmaneuvered.
The only thing the cops are focused on right now is the safety of civilians, CMC, racialized for special people, the same as some drive-by banger. Hostages mainly priority, and that gets done for the police out there. No one gives a damn about some cardio herds behind the skirts. Cops will be looking after civilians too occupied to worry about you. But if something happens to a civilian hostage, you'll get their attention, the priorities will shift, and all you accomplish is getting yourself killed. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
The cops will be looking after civilians. They're too busy to worry about you. But if something happens to her, you will get their attention. Their priorities will shift, and all you'll accomplish is getting yourself killed.
I know all that, damn it. The cause is blowing up all around me. My brother's at risk. All because of what that traitor did to us tonight. I've got to fix it, but I can't when I'm stuck in here with you.
Traitor was that? And his brother's at risk? Thing? Let's see. Is your whole family is stupid? Who's counting on you using a hostage so you could get yourself killed and tie up a loose end? You wander right to another of his traps. Listen, I explain with you today. Use your brother because you know you trust him. So well he knows you. Expected you to take a hostage so you knew the cops would kill you for it. You got more honor than the man who betrayed you. You're not going to let your brother down like this. You're supposed to take hostages. First cops fighting personally, but you're smarter than this. Let's try empathizing again.
You've got more honor than the man who betrayed you. You're not going to let your brother down like this. The hacker was expecting civilians to be in the building tonight. You were supposed to take hostages and force the cops to silence you permanently. But you're smarter than he is.
It's so obvious. Can't believe I didn't see it till now. He thinks he can just lead me to my death? Think again, cabron. Get out of here.
Yes.
I did what you wanted. So let me go. I got Blade here too, I say.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
Oh yeah.
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss.
Stop screaming, dude.
But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Verita on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
Right, it's on its way back in.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero.
I saved all the hostages. Only had to shoot a couple of the gang members that he'd brought in with him. Throw a meat burrito on the roof.
Have to wait until the building is secure. Now back up. My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. SWAT will need to debrief her, but you'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. You're a true hero, man.
So fucking husband he is.
To repay this, I swear.
There's no need for that. I was just doing my job.
Don't be
Yes, I did.
I didn't recognize you before, but I know who you are, Mr. Jensen. And I know you weren't supposed to be back at work yet. Thank God you are. I'll be in touch. Count on it.
Almost given up on her. Beginners alike. Like falling off the stairs. I don't think there's anything else around her, is there? Question, where did Sanders go? Because we know he came out of that door. He must have gone that way, I guess. They're trying to get in, and he's like out here, because there's no way for him to get out apart from through here. But SWAT were already out here, so... Yo.
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen. And not just the men in suits.
It's what they pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan?
Satisfactory guy.
Before you were hired. She said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right.
And then he went and worked for a CEO. I think there was probably something more going on there.
Not quite yet, Malik. Can you wait here?
Yeah, but don't take too long. Boss is expecting you.
I'll have a quick run back a bit, because I'm sure I've missed a practice kit somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Or even get back far enough to be able to find it. Oh, got two, but I don't know if I got the second one after I took Sanders out or not. Got everything around here. Vague image of a air vent somewhere in my head, but I'm also not sure. Running around all day, but do want to have a quick look.
Collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotechnology...
Don't need to worry about bad guys now. See what happens. Hi, mate. Yeah. What did I miss then? Transfer file proxy harder to the thing either. Technique could use improvement now. Getting there and connect, I'll do the rest. So, because unless I already hacked this one for you, D Dutchman will. Well, that was one in the office further on, wasn't it? This might have been that one actually. I do remember looking at that past that username. Down warm. I don't miss the cold weather. Just wish I had better ventilation in here. The second practice kit was somewhere around here. It came in here, didn't I? Don't need a grenade that badly. Increase of 25 health points. Fire above the usual maximum. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. Rather have a grenade. Yes. Quite the range. Lowest temperature I've seen in the UK, or at least anywhere I've been anywhere near, minus 14. That's Celsius, obviously. I don't know what it would be in Fahrenheit. Tell you, it was bloody cold though. Coming down with the weight of the snow, it was that bad. Very often in the UK. Oh, this one as well. No, I didn't. This is where I found the thingamajig. Okay. Whether I'm actually going to look on in this because I don't know what I'm missing is. If it's here at all and I'm not just going crazy. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, open up already. Sure, the copper recognises me and didn't just shoot me, really. Huh? I thought you would be.
Factory workers have been taken hostage hostage, and the entire city holds its collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time the biotechnology firm has been attacked. The first time, 6 months ago, on the controversial
Well, maybe I haven't missed anything. This is kind of an advert for coming back and checking everything in a sense. Because I didn't need to take out the guys who were in here. I could just get to the end, double all the way back and get everything. Assuming I haven't actually missed anything. I managed to avoid sneezing that time. Yeah, humidity's harder to deal with than heat, I think. Of course not. So, if it's not in here and I'm not losing my marbles, I'm blowed if I could find it. You head for heights. Yeah, catch you in a sec. No, I have no idea. I could look it up, but I'm not that bothered. A long run back to the end. Getting used to using ramen. Lake Department regulations, huh? Yeah. In terms of having a social life, I haven't missed out on a great deal. But through there. But I haven't missed out on an intended trip to go meet up with my mates, and that did suck. And you probably saved me a fortune, but you may be not thinking about it. Yeah, that way. Your vacation starts the week before places supposed to open. Yeah, that sounds about typical. Only the 1 week off then? Mind you, they might even be doing you a backhanded favour in a way. Nothing like it is around here. As soon as they said you can go out a bit more, people were, you know, given an inch and took a mile. Not very good at... There was a lot of talk about how will rely on the British public's good common sense, and they promptly completely ignored social distancing. Oh, a lot of people did.
Ready to leave now, Jensen?
Yep.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
I made a big thing about when you're going around shops making sure you have your face covered, and I went around Tesco's the other morning and saw like 2 people in the whole bleeding place with their face covered, including me. Yeah. Augmented. A little exploration trip looking for some more praxis kits didn't really work, but what can you do? I think I might make a small move. Yeah, I've seen some of that. Some of it in a lesser sense, some of it in a blatantly
the boss wants
stupid
Pritchard
way.
to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
Felt good, surprisingly good. They came in handy, still didn't choose it. People should stop asking me so many questions. Go with that one, because, yeah, it was fun.
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. It's not just about yourself. Although, even if you're going to look at the purely selfish side, then maybe thinking about the fact that you'd end up spending weeks in a hospital bed struggling to breathe might be worth considering. And then the fact you're inflicting that on other people as well. So, it's not that bright.
Actually, there is something.
Find out a bit more.
I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Do you remember?
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Sarif is not pleased.
Evening, Thomas. How you doing? Yeah, I enjoyed this game first time round. Enjoyed it second time round as well, or third, or whatever number this may be. Been a long time since I played it. I haven't played the sequel to it either yet. Looking forward to that. Thank you, and congratulations on passing a year as well, by the way. You and Snidge are the first two over that particular big milestone, so enjoy the shiny new silver badge. Very much appreciated. The game now.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Sarif is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Cheers, cool. Yeah, you're ready. Kind of flies, but then again, I noticed Snudge's badge last night. I did have to double check to remember exactly how long that meant, whether it was 9 months or a year. Mind you, that does mean it's been at least a year since I put the badges up on YouTube, so... Oh, crikey, I ain't going through that, am I? Coming back to that one. More out here somewhere. Mind you, most of the things I think are in such and such a place. I think I remember. It comes from the original release of the game, so it's what they may or may not have changed for the... Oh, bloody hell. The director's cut is still an open book at this stage. Right.
Organization, Humanity Front. From the tarmac at Wayne County Airport, Taggart called the attacks
an extremely regrettable affair. I'd very much like to meet with David Sarif in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution to this dispute, and I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these hostage takers. Now, that being said, I do hope the UN takes a concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand.
Yeah, he's leading a supposedly peaceful group of anti-augmentation protesters and who are generally fighting against augmentation. Okay. Back in the door now. Fell down to my death earlier. Fiber optic shortages, so that sounds like a pain. We've got 3 characters up to 45. That's, yeah, a fair bit of 76 playing on the go. Yep, nice. What else down From M. Gilmore to Brian Tyndall. Where the fuck are you, B-Dog? Brandy needs NPOs and aspirin. People can die if they can't die if they hold taking aspirin. You got 15 more. Meet me behind the gas station. Then I'm going elsewhere for help. Don't let me down. Junk components tab isn't working properly. How so? I know fiber optics can be a pain to find because I've been looking for them before as well, but
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days.
We've got vaguely similar shirts, which is interesting. I wonder if there's some kind of uniform thing going on. Fair enough.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think
I don't
just
think I actually
because you
did
hacked
kill
through
anybody
the
in
plant
there,
security
did I?
system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Huh, weird. And there have been some problems with that, or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, I was thinking of the aid tab. Nice. Oh. No, but I can refer to him as Pilchard for the rest of the playthrough, if you like. I'd certainly like to take him up, call him up to my office and then just shove him through the window or something and watch him hit the deck. But yeah, just stick him on there and hope he's afraid of heights, or up here or something. Drop him off that walkway. Although the poor receptionist might be on leave for a while if I do that.
No kidding. General O'Neill could cancel all our military contracts if anyone got a look at him. What do you mean?
Welcome back, dude. Reminds you of the guy from Atlantis.
Right.
Kavanagh.
Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover it.
I don't remember that guy's name. Not right now. I've only watched that series through once though, so that's probably why. Password to my computer. Yeah, there's my password. So, as we went through all this before, oh, cool. One from Greg Thorpe. Mr. Jensen, I met one I said today, saved my life, and in more ways than just one. When those guns took my JC away, I thought, well, you probably know what I thought. Please let me repay you. JC and I are back home, safe at our apartment. We live in the third floor of a condo. Live in the third floor condo on Brooklyn Court. You can find us in the entrance behind the Second Street. Find the entrance behind the Second Street gas station. Stop by next time in the city. I'll have something for you. And minor security concern. Robertson's gone missing. Check out. Okay. Apparently there's been additions to this. So yeah. Usually on nights Will Rossellini's in charge. Frank wants to search his office. Code is here. I told him to wait. Last thing we want to do is falsely accuse people. So it's looking like it might be this Ted guy, because we found a pocket secretary with details of somebody wanting neuropozyne from him. But so far, and I think we will be leaning that way in a bit. But there's another suspect in thefts called Denzel Mitchell, going over a stack of Versalife purchase orders. Said he needed to verify the legal address for a contact David wanted him to look over, but he'd have that address so on dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, you think you'd be able to come up with better defense. His code is 1364. Stairs this way, aren't they? Yeah. Denzel Mitchell. Picking me up. Yeah, I was thinking of McKay, but I figured he'd have said that if that's who it was.
We don't know that.
It was a good show, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to be on the floor below, don't I? Especially involved Aquaman interrogating him as a potential gold, yeah. It was weird seeing him in that. No, I don't remember him, but I remember bits of it, obviously, but I don't remember that guy, unfortunately. I only watched it the once. Oh, the series, I mean, obviously. So. Footsteps on the carpet. I suppose he does weigh a lot more. So, it's come to my attention that neuroprosine has been disappearing from the lab, usually on nights where you're working late. Care to explain this? What are you accusing me of, Frank? Yes, I've taken quantities of neuroprosine out of the lab as part of my research, but I've also logged each and every job used and placed all the unused supplies back in the freezer right before leaving. No, I was not the only one working those late nights. Talk to Brugger, he'll verify it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing anyone, but the Sarif security chief was my responsibility to say on things, no longer security chief. Whenever his maintenance team was working on with patient X, it's amazing. Around 3 tests just to be sure. None of the usual rejection markers present after 8 weeks without neuroprosine. Unheard of. Got to take off, but you've got to see the results for yourself. Come check it out in my office from 32. There's the code. Guy was also working those nights. Ted Peruga. Can't find the clip. Oh! He wasn't just a whiner, was he? He was a total screaming dickhead, wasn't he? Like, every time he showed up, he really needed his face rearranging. That level of, like, I continually want to punch this person. I think I do remember him now. I don't know, I really enjoyed Stargate. It's definitely one, well, SG-1 in particular was one of my favourite series. Not so much the last couple of seasons, but Deal was good. Atlantis was good as well, but didn't have quite the same quality of SG-1 did for me. So code for his computer. Oh wait, your service Eclipse. So, late night coffee break. Andrew, you gotta tell me what the hell was that the other night. First of all, I had no idea you were interested, no idea you were still in the lab. I went to put the extra neuroprosine away, caught you reaching into the freezer. Well, needless to say, it was a very pleasant surprise. Thank God wrestling you didn't walk on us. Oh, when I went and caught you reaching into the freezer, so he's implied something happened in the freezer, which seems like an awful place for it to happen, to be honest. Yeah, I thought that was him. He was something of a weasel from what I remember, wasn't he? Yeah, I never really watched SGU either. But it didn't particularly inspire me to go out my way. The movie, but never any of the series. Yeah, to be honest, the series in a lot of ways was better than the movie, but obviously wouldn't exist without it. But it is good. One thing that was amazing is particularly in the first sort of series or so, even though a number of the actors changed, obviously Kurt Russell into name now. He was played O'Neill in the first series. Doesn't look anything alike, but the guy who played Daniel Jackson in the series, Michael Shanks, and guy in the movie now. Should know, he's quite well known, but used to be better known than he is now, I think. But anyway, at least in the first series, the two look quite similar, which was quite well done. They deliberately changed it quite a lot. Yeah, it wasn't the most creative character, but she did have some fun with it, I think. Mind you, Claudia Black has fun with literally everything she touches, so... Even when she does quite a lot of video game voice acting. She's done a lot for BioWare over the years. So that's his response to meeting this girl in the fridge. But Pritchard asks her to shame ferret. Install a camera in there, and presumably she got caught in the doing of that. So Athena's got a new suspect. Oh, cool! The door might be locked from the outside, but it's not from the inside. Nice. That makes quite a lot of sense, actually, from a fire point of view. Udaro, the guy behind early augmentation research. Early. So a new suspect in the lawyer. Richard Dean Anderson, that's him. Cool. Still think we've figured out it's Ted because he's supplying somebody with it. I'm Danny for a lawyer, pretty cool dude. Thanks for checking the POs. Would have done it myself, but Sarah's bitch has had my number for way too long. If she caught me with them, I'd have been toast. And she's got Casey implants, don't you? Those are so this is from Andrea, who seemed to be working for Pritchard. Casey implants are basically they're the social augmentations we're looking at getting, rather, which I need to do in a minute. You know, from LA to basically pick up where people are lying and read their sort of non-verbal signals and the chemicals they're giving off and stuff. God, that jumps way too far. Anyway, from what you told me, I'm sure Mika pines behind the thefts. She's in purchasing, types out the POs before Margolis signs them. It'd be so easy for her to change the figures after. She's out of the office till Thursday. We just got into her office. Well then, Snake gave me the code to 27 next door to hers, 4145. I'm thinking of letting myself in there and using the air ducts across the office. Don't worry, I won't see if anything goes wrong. Where would she be? I don't know. This is a bit weird. Where would she be opposed to, presumably, Athena? If she's actually working for Pritchard. But she suggests going to 27 and then using the code there and heading through. So if we don't find out about this person she thinks is behind it. So 27 must be downstairs. Yeah, that was his really big success, wasn't it? Guyver. Which, from what I understand, he didn't want to basically repeat the process of being the sole focus of a show. To go with more ensemble cast, so he had a lot to do with the setup of SG-1. So, and obviously directed. I don't know if he directed actually, but he certainly produced the series. So. big influence. Yeah, they definitely did go at it a lot. But when you're having a whole series like that that runs for, what, 10 years or whatever it was running for, you kind of have to explore your characters a bit, so... Yeah, that was pretty bad. There were some good bits, but some were really not. I've seen them all, but okay, if I watch it these days, I'd sort of pick the best episodes. Yeah, the guy who played Daniel Jackson was very similar in... Well, the two guys who played Daniel Jackson was very similar to in the movie and the early series, but the changeover for O'Neill was way more dramatic. But then it made him less taciturn and miserable and more of a sarcastic sort of Joker type. The mullet is MacGyver with short hair is O'Neill. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I haven't. You're off, Ancient. Have a good night, dude. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, exactly. When he came on to the next big project, he didn't want to do it all on his own anymore. It's hard to blame him. Plus, it's just such a complete change of pace as well. Right, so Cindy Martinez to Diane Gonzalez. Don't be pissed, die. When I said it was that, maybe they made a mistake. It happens all the time on the crime scene shows, and you never actually saw the DNA results. Do you believe that Megan could still be alive? She was your friend after all. Paul just told me. From Diane Gonzalez to Gail. Hey, Gail. Give cutting vacation days. Think anything companies do when they're about to go belly up. Yeah, Lyle told me work our butts off and they start taking our benefits. Not cool. Starting to get a sinking feeling about this place. Boring anyway, it's just... two names on it. Oh, it has got two desks. I was like, there's only one desk here. Colleagues are going to turn in the office tomorrow going, everybody, talking to the head of security saying, somebody took my credit chips out of my desk. I've been robbed. It's like, yeah, about that. James Spader, that's his name. So this is the office of the person that Pritchard's spy thinks might be behind the thefts. Security, nothing interesting. Security measures. So, vacation requests. Yeah, make a pine, there we go. Got the phone there, I'm from every season. She told me about these vacation days you've been using up lately, having vacations at all. Why didn't you come to me, sweetheart? I know how difficult it could be to sit near the labs. I could have done something about it. I'll speak to David and maybe he can get workers' comp to reimburse us for the weeks you've been missing. In the meantime, stay home, try to relax, and keep the sessions there. And she sounds like a really helpful person. So in short, she's missing stuff because she's presumably after losing friends in the labs, I would assume. That wasn't particularly informative. Looks more like Ted Brugger, wherever he was. I think he was upstairs, wasn't he? Upstairs? No, we're not. Well, then it's the stairs at the back. If only because we found that secretary down in dumps in the bottom of the vent. Rare times James Spader isn't playing a complete bastard. Not sure, I've not seen him in a lot, but Who you mean by the Uri guy, but I remember the boy who played Scarrow was carried over from the movie. Okay, Avery, I think. I can't remember who he played. So, yeah, Alexis Cruz, I remember. Yeah, I never watched much of Third Rock, so I can't comment on that either. This is Ted's office, isn't it? Yeah. Did have a look at this. Yeah, there's nothing particularly interesting in here. Be anything about quests in here? Oh, here we are. Okay. Then, yeah, nothing about. Sort of side thing that we're investigating. Neuropazine theft. But we need to go and find Sarif and his office, which I believe is over the other side. Right, there it is. Same map. I didn't really enjoy it much, so. Oh, yeah. I remember him now. Yeah. Mm.
I'm telling you,
yeah,
Hugh,
you're right.
He might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
So, take charge, asked me to deal with it, that's what I did. Hoping it'll pay off later. Sanders went rest until he learns he set him up. Sanders isn't masterminded behind this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gamble, I think.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
That's it for more. Or maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You
essentially.
You think one of them
they all did, didn't
the
they?
Morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Dwight Renard. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You got it.
He probably wouldn't be, theoretically, as a former SWAT officer. That's a really nice office. Bigger than some people's apartments. Sure what the balls hanging from the ceiling are all about. Planets, you'd think, but they're light fittings maybe? Bit weird. And that, in particular, is the sort of place you can really see the age of the game. On the other hand, you see stuff like this, and it's quite cool. Maybe not so much when you get too close to it. That's awesome. The art style is really, really cool in this game. I like it a lot. We augmented Nigerian pop star. Anti-Aug target coming to town. In short. Bit wild, but swap your office for your flat for that office. Yeah. Well, you'd be moving into the penthouse. I don't know you'd have more room, but you'd definitely be in the penthouse, and that's something.
Adam Jensen.
Ooh, report to my office. Right here.
Hey, Jensen, glad to see ya. Damn it, now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
Hi there, Tim.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Welcome back.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You'd need a Casey Aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Now we know it was him. It was Brian Tyndall, wasn't it?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require
but
advanced
they are
hacking
quite cool.
skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
In sunglasses, well, it's just heads-up display, isn't it? But it's a bit weird, but they do look pretty slick. Especially when they go at the start. Yeah.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer.
Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
So, confirms what we already knew then. Was 10 with a little help from Tim Corella here. So, we are. Yep. So, we need to visit a limb clinic, talk to Dr. Markovic to double check my recovery, and investigate the suicide terrorist. Please move the body of the suicide terrorist, the hacker, to downtown precinct's morgue. If I can retrieve the neural hub implant from inside the corpse, I might be able to learn more about the attack. And then we've got a couple of side quests to do as well. But I think that's definitely one for next time. You want to close down yet? Oh well, I'm sure it'll figure itself out. There we go. This at long last. Crikey, skin wham. So yeah, I'm enjoying playing this game again. I remember it fondly from the first couple of runs through it. I think I played the start numerous times, but never got that far with it, and then I only completed it the one time. Enjoyed it. Look forward to getting back into it. It's probably one of the better options we've got towards sort of moving generally towards Cyberpunk later on in the year, and getting in the mood for it. So it's quite cool from that regard. You mean it was a reality? Wonder how long it would take someone to learn to use it all. Keep flinching when the moves so close to your eyes. Oh, you think you get used to it, to be honest, Thomas? Like, get used to putting contact lenses in, and that's much worse. You actually got to stick your finger in your eye to do that. Also, if you're controlling it sort of mentally, you'll know when it's going to happen, and if you really want to, you just kind of drop your eyes so you don't see it. Going to make it look badass, anyway. Yes, it's like man. Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far. Looking forward to playing some more on Thursday, I think. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it. I don't think we'll be doubling back quite as much in future, but we'll see what happens. Once I start getting a few more guns and a few more upgrades, we'll be less worrying about it. One bullet, they'll go down, they'll stay down, rather than sort of shooting them with a tranquilizer dart, waiting to see if they drop, and then having to worry about whether or not their mate picks them up again. Could be cool. How long do I think it would take somebody to learn to use them all, though? That's the question. I don't know. Well, I understand you can get prosthetic limbs to replace, like, in reality, that you get a certain amount of control with. But I assume that's more to do with, like, a signal from a muscle movement, but I don't know. It would, yeah, I suppose you'd have to be like learning to exercise, I suppose. If like there's a body part you can't move independently that you could learn to move independently. You know, like doing that. Kids really struggle with it at first, and then eventually over time they learn to kind of maintain that level of control. Can't do that one because of the way they're joined, but I think you can. Oh, yeah, you can just about. I think it must be with toes then. It's easy, but that is much harder. That is really taking some concentration just to move my little finger and nothing else. So I suppose learning to use augments are like doing that and learning to, well, learning to play piano or drums or something like that, I suppose, as well. Just learning to move in new ways, especially if they're directly connected into your nervous system. But, you know, tried contact lenses once 16 years ago. Yeah. And a lot of people have said they wouldn't want to be sticking anything in their eyes, but get out and about. Glasses are better for looking at screens and stuff, but when you get out and about, contact lenses are definitely preferable. Mind you, I haven't used any in months. The only place I've been in months is to the supermarket when I've had to, and then yeah, I'm out for so little time, it's just not worth the hassle. So at least I'll have spare ones. I control computers these days, yeah, that's true. But that's the computer reading the movement of your eyes and then responding to it, not taking like direct signal from your body signal, nervous signal. You're hitting it into an action of a body part. But I'm sure we'll get there one day. Think I'd have any major objections to augmentation in general, apart from the rejection part of it, that I wouldn't be keen on. Oh, those have got to come off, my ears are sweating now. Got any spare funds this month? I'm thinking about trying to replace the ear cups on them with some fabric ones that are a bit cooler. Comfortable, hopefully, not quite so hard on my ears. Well, I think probably about time to draw this session to a conclusion. Crikey, I am too, yeah, way too warm tonight. So yes, we'll be back on with Fallout tomorrow as per usual, and I don't expect I'll have a video short of something very surprising tomorrow, but Thursday which should be a news video which will likely expand on the video I put up today. So if you want to have a little look at my take on the latest stuff going on around Fallout 76, there's your option. Yeah, Thursday we'll have Fallout news, and we're playing Deus Ex again on Thursday, which should be cool. Looking forward to that. And then Fallout again on Friday, and I'll aim probably another build on the weekend, I think. I'd like to do Through the Keyhole, but with the player vending down, it makes it a damn sight harder. Mind you, there are still some camps appearing on the map, but much less of them means a lot more server hopping and a lot more of a pain in the neck to find cool ones. So it is what it is, but yeah, I've got a few ideas for builds and stuff, so that should be cool. Don't know if they put anything new in the atomic shop yet, but delay of Fastnight I've seen speculated might affect that, but we'll see. Either way, I've got a few ideas to do with anyway, so it's all good as well. Glasses and prefer them, yeah. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, other way, I think I generally look better without glasses, but got used to them. Although I did notice when I was working on today's video, there's something weird about it. For some reason, they just seem to stand out to me a bit more. I don't know. That's something I need to do tomorrow. I want to make some adjustments around it, try and tweak the lighting setup again. I had some issues with that video. Certainly with this shirt, the area across the bottom actually doesn't look like it's so bad on this picture. So you can kind of see it. There's a lot of noise around the bottom, particularly where my shirt is, which doesn't appear elsewhere. That's just because there's not enough light down here. I kind of want to move my light around a bit, maybe move this monitor over a bit further, and then so have the light come around this way a bit more, hopefully get a bit more light on my shirt and stuff, and make for a better picture. The eternal struggle to get the best quality footage I can out. Best quality content, I suppose. Lovely sunny day where you are. It's a sweltering hot night where I am. Temperature will be supposedly 12 degrees, but it'll be a lot hotter than that with everything in here, so yeah, it does warm quick. Anyhow, I'm going to hit the road. So, thank you all for hanging out. If you haven't already, you know where the social media links are. Thank you for any likes, subs, all that good stuff this evening. It's very, very much appreciated. I believe we did have one. Yeah, here it was. Thank you very much for that. Thank you again, Thomas, for congratulations on your passing a year. Thank you very much for the support. It's a heck of a milestone, so appreciate it. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow for a little bit more Fallout. When what did we do? We discovered that Vault 70, whatever it was, has got America's gold reserves in it. So we need to, and yeah, we found the drill as well, didn't we? So we need to progress on with setting things up for the settlers to bust into the vault. Should be cool. So I will see you all then. Have a good evening. Stay safe. Have fun. Do all the good things, don't do all the bad things. You know how it goes. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Gonna watch the Fastnet video. Have a good evening, folks, and a good day for those of you just getting up. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Good.